Hello friends, good morning to all. In last lecture, we have seen that the expression for electric potential due to an axial point charge and the electric potential due to an equatorial point charge. In this lecture, we have to see the expression for the electric potential due to a dipole at any point. Let us see the diagram for the electric potential due to dipole at any point. In figure, AB is the electric dipole having length 2L, L plus L. Distance AB equal to 2L. Plus Q charge is placed at point A and minus Q charge is placed at point B. Distance AP equal to R1. See in figure, distance AP equal to R1 and distance BP equal to R2. Distance from B to P denoted by R2. O is the center of a dipole. O is the center of a dipole. Distance OP equal to R. Distance OP equal to R. Here P is any point. P is the any point placed at a distance R from the center of a dipole. Test charge Q0 is placed at a point P. P is any point at a distance R from center of a dipole and we have to obtain the electric potential at a point P because P is any point at a distance R from the center of a dipole. From figure OA1A. This is right angle triangle and this angle A1 equal to 90 degree means angle OA1A is equal to 90 degree and angle OB1B. This also right angle triangle. So this angle B1 is equal to 90 degree means angle OB1B is equal to 90 degree. Here we have drawn the perpendiculars to the line AP and BP. This is the perpendicular drawn to the line OP. So these angles becomes equal to 90 degree. Electric potential due to the plus Q charge is given by relation V1 equal to plus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into AP. The distance AP is denoted by R1. So V1 equal to plus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R1. Suppose equation number 1. The potential due to minus Q charge is given by relation V2 equal to minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into BP. Because minus Q charge is placed at a distance R2 from point P. Therefore, V2 equal to minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into PP and distance BP is equal to R2. So, V2 equal to minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R2. Suppose this is equation number 2. And the resultant potential or the total potential, net potential at point P is the addition of the two potentials, that is potential due to plus Q charge and potential due to the minus Q charge means V equal to V1 plus V2. putting the values of V1 and V2 in this equation. The equation shown here, V equal to V1 plus V2, putting the values of V1 and V2, value of V1 equal to plus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R1 plus the value of V2 is minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R2, plus minus becomes minus. So we can write this equation again, V equal to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R1 minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R2, because this plus this minus becomes here minus, and then taking common, Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 is common quantity taken outside the bracket, and the remaining quantities in bracket are 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. So simplifying, we get V equal to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 in bracket R2 minus R1 divided by R1 R2. Suppose equation number 4. Here we have to find the values of R2 minus R1 and R1 R2. From figure, PA1, this point P and here A1, distance PA1 is nothing but PA, and which is equal to R1, and the distance PB1, distance PB1 is nothing but PB, which is equal to R2, and from triangle OA1A, from triangle OA1A, taking cos relation, cos theta equal to OA1 divided by OA. So OA1 is equal to OA cos theta, and the value of OA is equal to L. See in figure, value of OA equal to L. So we can write OA1 equal to L cos theta. Also from triangle OB1B, again taking cos relation, cos theta equal to OB1 divided by OB. Therefore OB1 equal to OB cos theta, and value of OB is equal to L. So we can write OB1 equal to L cos theta. We have to obtain the value of R2 minus R1. PA1, distance PA1 minus PB1. PA1 is nothing but PA. Also PB1 is nothing but PB. So we have taken that PA1 minus PB1, because PA1 is equal to R1, PB1 equal to R2, and we have to take the difference, R2 minus R1. PA1 minus PB1 is equal to A1 B1. So this distance is equal to OA1 plus OB1, and we have obtained the values of OA1 and OB1. OA1 equal to L cos theta, also OB1 equal to L cos theta. Adding these two, we can write L cos theta plus L cos theta is equal to 2L cos theta. And to obtain the product R1 R2, PA1 into PB1, putting the value, that is PA1 is equal to PO plus OA1, and PO equal to R. OA1 is equal to L cos theta. Value of PB1 is equal to PO minus OB1. Value of PO equal to R and OB1 equal to L cos theta. Putting value, we can write R minus L cos theta. Here R plus cos theta, and in this bracket we can write R minus L cos theta. We have seen that A plus B and A minus B. In first bracket A plus B, second bracket A minus B. We can write the formula A square minus B square. And here we have the values R plus L cos theta and second bracket R minus L cos theta. So we can write here R square minus L square cos square theta. The distance L is very small as compared to R. So the distance L can be neglected. As this L can be neglected, this term becomes equal to 0 and we get only R square. So R1 into R2 is equal to R square. Putting these values in equation 4, that is V equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 in bracket R2 minus R1 divided by R1 R2. We have obtained the value of R2 minus R1 is equal to 2L cos theta and R1 R2 equal to R square. Putting value 2L cos theta divided by R square. This quantity is common. Therefore, we can write this equation as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q into 2L cos theta divided by R square. But we know that Q into 2L is nothing but the electric dipole moment denoted by letter P. So putting this value in above equation, we can write V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into P cos theta divided by R square. Suppose equation number 5. And this is the required expression for the electric potential at any point due to the electric dipole. Let us see the two cases. We have obtained the expression at any point. P is any point at a distance R from the center of a dipole. And we have obtained the expression for the electric potential at any point due to the electric dipole. Let us see the two cases. That is, point P may be along axis, it may be along equator. We have obtained these expressions for the axial point and the equatorial point. Consider point P lies along the axis of a dipole. As the point P lies along the axis of a dipole, at that time this theta, this angle becomes equal to 0, and we know that cos 0 equal to 1. Putting this value in equation 5, we get V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into P cos 0 degree. Cos 0 equal to 1, 1 into P equal to P. So we can write VA, A for point PE lies along the axis of a dipole, axial point. VA equal to P divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into R square. Suppose this equation number 6. And for the equatorial point, if the point P lies along the equator of a dipole, you have seen that equator means point, the line passing through the center of a dipole perpendicular to the axis called equator, and at that time theta becomes equal to 90 degree. Cos 90 equal to 0. Putting this value in equation 5, we can write V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into P cos 90 degree divided by R square. Cos 90 equal to 0, 0 into anything equal to 0. So, we can write VE, E for equatorial point. Point P lies along the equator of a dipole. So, VE equal to 0. Suppose equation number 7. We have obtained these two equations separately. That is, point P is axial point P is the equatorial point charge. Today we will stop here and we will meet in next lecture. Thank you.